Boom. We are getting started right now, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you can hear me. And in the hearing of me, hear ye this. I am the man. No, I'm just joking. All right, what I want you to do is I'm going to give you, oh, yes. Get your books if you have it. If you have your books, my book is somewhere. It is not there. Okay, it's in my other bag. That's okay. The good thing is, no, the good thing is I have my notes. Yeah, I'm actually teaching from my notes today. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's recap chapter 1. Hey, is everyone ready? Tell me, now I can't hear anyone. Let's see. All right, we are excited as usual. Can't hear you. I'm going to log on my computer for chat sakes, but that's about it. Someone talking? No, no one's talking. Oh, no one's talking. Okay, well, welcome all of you. Chapter 1. You note takers, let us get ready. Okay, keep this. Close this. All right. You want to write down that what you need to get out of chapter 1 is a burning desire. Everybody correct with that? Chapter 1, burning desire, is very simple. Everything begins with an idea. Thoughts, ideas, or organized plans. Everybody listen to that. Yes. You want me to send it to you? Am I not in the right place?
So our chapter 1 in our book is Power Thought, Burning Desire.
It's chapter 2. Okay. Power of thought. There we go. So let's do it this way then. I'm about to give you extra stuff. Power of thought. What have all of you... Well, here's what you should have learned from power of thought, okay? Your power of thought comes from you understanding that every single thing starts in your mind and also ends with your mind. Starts with your mind, ends with your mind. Starts with your mind, ends with your mind. I'm getting ready to sum up chapter 1. We get ready to move to chapter 2, which is burning desire, correct? Outstanding. Start with your mind, ends with your mind. Starts with your mind, ends with your mind. All of you, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to recognize this one thing. The real world that you call it is fake. The world that you know of it is fake. What do I mean? You're looking at me, it's fake. Your car outside, it is fake. Everything is fake. It doesn't exist. It's not yours. What's real is your inside. Your inner world determines your outer world. Power of thought. Now, Michelle asked a wonderful question, and I'm going to address it. It'll be the last thing I address in summation, and we move on to chapter 2. Michelle asked a question. How do I know when I can trust my feelings? Who has problems with this here? I want to see hands. Yes, okay, good. All of you, I wish all of you, if you can cut on you. Okay, Andrew, good to see you, Andrew. There you go, Ashley, appreciate you. Yeah, your video allows me to see what's going on. Great. Now, if you're on the toilet, you can keep your video off for right now, and then you can put that on in a little bit. After you wipe, you understand. Okay, kindly is what they said. Now, if I'm telling you that your inner world is the real world and it manifests to you the outer world, how do you know if you can trust your feelings? Everybody struggles with this. Because every time you feel something, like I just had someone thought they were 100% right, they were 100% wrong. And guess what? They're going to talk about me and 100% right, and they're going to be wrong. And they're going to talk about me and tell the world how bad I am, and they're 100% wrong. Now, there's no real right or wrong, but by wrong, I'm using serving them. Someone wants me to mentor them, but won't listen to me. How much sense does that make? How much sense does it make that you are in poverty. And by in poverty, this person owns nothing. Owns nothing. Lives with their parents. Not that anything's wrong with that. But they're living with their parents, not saving. They're living with their parents starting over for the last 10 years. And they're starting over for the last 10 years. And they're not listening because their feelings made them think they were right. All of you pay attention to this here. Your feelings are always right 100% of the time. I'm getting ready to contradict. Well, I'm getting ready to seemingly contradict myself, but I'm not contradicting myself. Your feelings come from source, is what Abraham Hicks would say. Your feelings are your compass. They're your compass. Your no religion, no mentor, not even me. No coach, not even me. No millionaire, not even me. No one can accurately guide you better than you. That is the truth. You are your best and most ultimate, purest guide. The problem is your auto-suggestion keeps messing you up. We're going to get to that in a little bit. It's like chapter 3 or something, or whatever chapter it is in your book. We're going to get to that, but I want to explain it now. Your auto-suggestion is what you would call subconscious. I'm going to get into it deeper right now, but for this conversation, let's call it subconscious. Let's call it the 6 inches between your subconscious and your conscious mind. Ladies and gentlemen, you're only ever going to respond or do what you've told your subconscious, your auto-suggestion to do. Okay? The only thing you're ever going to do is what you've trained your auto-suggestion to do. If I come to you, if I say, hey, Andrew, you're behind on your payment. You owe this money. He's not behind on this payment, ladies and gentlemen. He's not. He's paid in full. Okay, that's why I'm using him as an example. Is that fair? Okay, okay. I don't want to. Let me see if I can see it real quick because he's a funny guy. Hey, it's all right. I can see it now. Okay, yeah. Unmute your mic, Andrew. What'd you say? Unmute it real quick. He has unmuted. Okay, say it now.
Making me look like a bad rent tenant, brother. I'm about to get evicted. Don't evict me, man. Yeah, he froze up on me. He's choosing out big. What happened? What happened? I can't hear anyone.
Muted. Okay, you can hear me now.
Okay.
Yeah, you can hear me now. Okay. I got off of Wi-Fi. It's all good. I got off of Wi-Fi. Yeah. Got off of Wi-Fi. Yeah, Andrew's paid it full, so I'm using him as an example. Okay. He's totally paid it full. He's a good brother. And I know I can play with him like that. What I want to get across here, you can mute him up. What I want to get across here is if he has issues with money, when I come at him about money, he's going to respond to me how he has told his auto-suggestion to respond when people come at him about money. How many of you right now, you don't answer strange phone calls? Come on. Your auto-suggestion has told you that. Your auto-suggestion has told you you don't know if you owe people money, and I don't feel like dealing with them. Come on now, I'm trying to help somebody now. I don't know if I feel like dealing with them. I'm not going to let them make me feel bad. How many of you right now, don't raise your hand on this one, okay? Raise your hand in your mind on this one. I don't want to call you out on this one. You're scared to check your online balance. Or when you go to the ATM, you're scared to look at how much you got. Because your dominant thoughts is money is always running out. That's why you won't answer the phone. That's why you won't check your account balance, because it'll make you feel bad when you see your real balance. But the truth is, you've been feeling bad the whole time. Even when you were not at the ATM or not on your online app, you were already feeling bad. You just disguised it and distracted yourself from it. So what do you actually get in money? Do you get the money that you desire, or do you get what you expect? Power of thought. Right, you get what you expect. All right. I think that's a good recap of power of thought. Now let's have some fun. Who among you has your book? No, you can do that. Come on back. Come on. Who among you has your book and have a quote that you have read from chapter 2 that you would like to share? Looking at the faces. Chapter 2. Anyone from chapter 2? Go ahead. Okay, Grace is unmuted. Okay, she unmuted prematurely. Who's read from chapter 2, which is Burning Desire? It's probably my favorite chapter because I'm a very intense human being. You got something? You got notes? Who's got notes? Come on, don't make class boring. You're supposed to read. Who's got notes? Notes? Everybody say, I'm the only one that read this week. All right, they got it. All right, there we go. Let's go.
Okay, the one from, can you hear me? Yep. The one for me is on page, it's where your wealth statement starts, page 22, if you have this book. It says, wishing will not bring riches, but desiring riches with a state of mind that becomes an obsession, then planning definite ways and means to acquire riches and backing those plans with persistence, which does not recognize failure, will bring riches. I have that highlighted because to me, wishing is wanting. And we've been taught, well, Antonio has been teaching us that the words I want only gives you just that. The words I'm trying only gives you just that. You only get to a certain point and then that's it. You only get what you're wanting and you get more of wanting. But when you're wishing, but desiring riches with a state of mind that becomes an obsession, it lets me know that stop wanting, stop wishing, stop trying, and do. Antonio gives us the equation thoughts plus emotions equals creation. And that's what I got from this. Your thoughts, your desires, when added with the obsession and the burning desire that you want, that will equal that creation. But you have to be persistent in that desire. You have to make a decision to stay with that and not just want it, but desire it and burn for it and attach your emotion to what you want. That's what I got from you.
Good stuff. Okay, all of that was good. I'm going to break a few things down. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no such thing as words. I know, that just threw you off. Everybody's like, what? What? There's no such thing as words. Okay, let me see if I can see all the weird looks out there. No such thing as words. They don't exist. Everybody's like, what? Come on, man. You're using words right now. Nope. No, I'm not. There's no such thing as letters. Nope. Doesn't exist. You want to know what actually exists? The human mind. Okay? Watch this here. Watch this. What? Hold on. Girl, what I say. Okay? I'm unmuted. You should sit down right there. Thank you very much. Outstanding. You're about to miss something. All right. There are no words. Okay? No words. No letters. Just circles on the pages. See all these beautiful notes? This is not my handwriting. This is not mine. Y'all know I don't. First off, this is too organized for me. Okay? Secondly, this is bubble letters. That's clearly a girl. Okay? Clearly a girl. Those are just circles. They're just circles. That's all it is. They're just circles. And then what we've done is the human mind made an interpretation. And then we said, do that again. Okay? Hey, that was cute, Andrew. I just saw it. Okay? Do that again, right? All right, you don't believe me? That's fine. What's this? What was that? Noise. What's this? Oh, noise for the beat. Yeah, that's music now. What's the difference between noise and music? Music has a rhythmic pattern that the human mind can attach to. Where does music exist? Only in the human mind. Only in the human mind. Your mind is so, I'm trying to tell you how powerful your mind is. Your mind is so powerful, I can drop you off in Belize, Turkey, Africa, and you will recognize music. You won't recognize the language, but you'll recognize that this is music. This is how powerful your brain is, okay? So when Deanna said, we got to watch our words, there are no words. What there is vibration. That's all it is. And then we make it words because we are God-like or God or source or an extension of source. It is what it is. You ain't got to like that. Those are facts. Your vocal cords are very unique to humans. They pick up the vibration. Right now, for you to hear me, the vibration from my throat is going in my vocal cords and creating language that only exists in the human mind. This microphone on my earphones is then picking up the vibration and then filtering it through other vibrations that are going through your Wi-Fi or cellular data vibrations, and then going in your eardrum with the little bitty hairs in your eardrum, and those vibrations are then interpreted into language inside your brain. Everybody follow me right now. That's insanely intense, but are you following me? Now, you said you said wishing would not bring riches. This is one you read. But desiring riches as a state of mind. Watch this here. I'm going to come to wishing. You said Antonio's been teaching us about watching our words. I've actually been teaching you about watching your vibration at all times, because your words will always reflect your vibration. Does that make sense to you? Your words will always reflect your vibration. It's not that you said trying. It is that you vibrated at the frequency of trying. And the only way you can communicate that vibration to the best of your awareness is to use the word trying. If the word was real, if the word was objective, then I couldn't put it in another language. Watch this here. Does everyone agree that there is a sun, S-U-N? I know you church folk wanted me to go somewhere else. Okay, all right. You church folk was like, whoo! Oh, okay. I thought he was going. S-U-N. Does everyone agree there is a sun? Now, do we have different words in different languages for the sun? Yes. So the words aren't real. If they were real, you couldn't change them. But does everyone see the same sun? I feel like almost everybody got it. I got to repeat it. The words are so not real. We have hundreds of words for the one thing. Which one is subjective? Which one is objective? Subjective meaning to you. Okay, that's not what it actually means, but I'm breaking it down, okay? It can change depending upon. Objective is, this is universal. It is what it is. You don't get to change it. Are the words real? No, because we can change them. But is the sun real? And if I don't believe in the sun, if I don't go outside with the proper protection, am I going to get burnt? All right, you get it. Now, the sun is real. It is objective. I'm going to equate. Remember in school, you went, if this is to that, then that is to this. I am getting ready to equate the sun with vibration, the words for sun with the words for trying. Okay? If the sun is vibration, which is automatic, objective, and you don't get to change it or try to deny it, then the words for the sun are just made up. Then the word trying is just made up. But the vibration, the words trying, the word sun point to the actual sun. Is this correct? So your words trying point to your actual vibration. Do I need to do one more time? The word sun or soul, I don't want to go to all the languages, but you get it. They're simply pointing to what's real, the objective thing in the sky. The word trying isn't real. It is pointing to your real vibration. And just because you think it's cool to say trying, just because you think it's cool to, I just said trying, it's no big deal. Your vibration don't care. So if you say, I'm trying, the universe says, well, yes, you are. Yes, you are. What does that mean? It means, Andrew, I'm going to let you get so far. And as soon as you're about to make it, I'm going to let you fail so you can try all over again. Because that's what you asked to do. You didn't ask to succeed, Michael Tate. You didn't say, hey, I'm winning. You said, no, I'm trying to win. As the universe says, well, yeah, you are. You're just trying to win. Thank you very much. Here's some circumstances that are going to keep you trying to win. Take them all. And what happens as soon as you get to victory, it's going to say, nope, you got to let it go now. Something bad has to happen. Okay, I know that seems like esoteric knowledge that only a few people have. But how many of you right now, you can show your hands, are stuck in that cycle close enough, but no cigar? Every time you get right there, something happens and you never cross to the other side. Watch your words. Now, let's read this quote. Wishing will not bring riches. Why would Napoleon Hill say that? Let's go to a genie. Yeah, you remain in the state. Timothy say you remain in the state of wishing. Let's go to a genie. Okay, everybody familiar with genie? On The Secret, your wish is my command, right? Okay, let's go to the word genie. Let's go to the genie, the actual genie. Okay, let's go to the genie. Now, when you wish for something, do you have it? That's the doggone problem right there. Think about it. Napoleon Hill says wishing will not bring riches because you're admitting to your vibration, I don't have it. And at the end of the wealth statement, he says, see yourself in possession with it. If you wishing, you're in lack. You bring in more lack. Yeah. I wish I get a promotion. Well, yeah, you don't have one. Here's some more. Here's some more situations for you not to have a promotion. Go ahead. I wish I had $5,000. Okay, you're right. Here's some more situations. That sale, it didn't close because you only wished. You didn't see yourself in possession of it. Yeah. And you're like, throw that back. I don't want that. Throw that back. Now, did everyone, one more time for the open up for discussion. Oh my, Carol. Oh my. That is absolutely correct. Should never wish someone well. In fact, you know what, Carol? You just brought me to a place and I'm going to go. How many of you religious folk, I'm coming for you. Okay, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna change my tone. That was pretty intense. Change my tone. I'm coming for you in kindness. How many of you have prayed and then in your prayer said, and if it's in your will? I want you to think about what you're actually saying, okay? In the Christian religion, there's a lot of places. Nothing is impossible for God. Right? You heard that one before? Hey, man, what you did to that fig tree? Oh, man, you can do to the fig tree exactly what I did to the fig tree. If you have faith and do not doubt. Tell this mountain be picked up, cast into the sea. Does it say if it's in my will? Okay, let's keep going. I could do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you ask or think. If you're American. No, that's not what it say? If, is it if in there? Interesting. Let's keep going. You're the lender and not to borrow. Head and not to tail. The just shall live by their faith. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he'll give you the desires of your heart. Oh, Rabbi, please heal my soldier at the house. Well, let me come. Oh, no, sir. I am not worthy for you to come in my house, but I am a leader of soldiers. I know that if I say go, they go. If I say come, they come. I know this because when I say it, it is done. All you have to do, sir, is say it, and I know it will be done. And then the protagonist of the Christian scripture says this next statement. Never in all of Israel have I seen such faith. Go, for it is done. You catching the faith Napoleon Hill is going to talk about? The desire Napoleon Hill is going to talk about? The only time that if it's in your will comes up is when the same carpenter says, take this cup from me. But nevertheless, not my will, but your will. Whole different situation. But when thou prayest, you then say all the good stuff for the healing, and you cancel it when you say, but if it's in your will. You're admitting that you don't want it to happen unless something outside of you feels like you deserve for it to happen. Am I making some sense? I'm burning some sacred cows, but am I making some sense? Let your will be done is something completely different. I'll break it down. Let your will be done is saying, it's no different than saying, Amen. Do your thing. It's no different than blind man saying, Lord, Son of David, have mercy on me. He didn't say how. He just believed and said, I know it's going to be done. Have mercy on me in your way. What you're confusing is the two different things. Your responsibility in the promise and the creative source responsibility in the promise. It ain't your job to worry about how. It is only your job to be specific about your burning desire. The rest will handle itself. You've never seen a blade of grass stressed out. You've never seen a bird trying to figure out how it's going to eat today. It doesn't. But since we are so smart because of our awareness, we also aware our way out of our breakthroughs. Okay, you got it? This is why wishing is a problem. Because, so let's go back to the same sacred scriptures, okay? I'm not for or against any of your religion. We're just going to use this as a good thing. Made in his image or my image. Fair enough? Image. Imagination. Einstein says the greatest power on earth is imagination. Imagination, the root word there is image. The reason why I can speak words, let me pause real quick. In the next 5 seconds, there will be no words. In the next 5 seconds, there will be words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only God can take silence and speak into it. Somebody missed me. Somebody missed me. Somebody missed me. In the beginning was the word. I'm trying to help somebody. The earth was void and shapeless and formless. And then God, she threw me some offering. She threw me some offering. But think about it for a second. God, then she took back the offering. She took back the offering. But then God says, wait, in this nothing, I'm going to call forth something because I have the power to do so. Okay, you don't make no sense? That's cool. I'm not even trying to make this religious. I'm speaking at what you already understand. But if Carol want to say something right now, she can tap into her source and create something out of nothing. Yeah. Elephants can't do it. Bees can't do it. Giraffes can't do it. Only Carol and them. Is everybody processing me? Only Carol can break her silence and speak words into existence. Only Carol can take from the invisible world and then pull it to the visible world and say, this I created. Is that not day one? He said, let there be light. Woo! I'm sorry, my voice did something different, doesn't it? Let there be light. Was it light before he spoke? Did you have your situation before you spoke it? And when he spoke it, did he think it first? I'm trying to give you about the burning desire. I'm trying to tell you whatever created this thing had a burning desire to create it. I can give you a good story about it, but I'll wait till I open up for questions and I'll come back with that story. I'm saying only God can create something out of nothing. And God made you him. And then said, now go do me. You don't believe me? Let's go back to your sacred scriptures. I'm going to burn some sacred cows here, okay? In the in the promise of prosperity. The protagonist, that great carpenter, the man who was not supposed to be more than a man. This man says, neither do I come here to call you slaves. I came here to call you friends. For a slave does not know what his master is doing, but you're going to know what I'm doing. As a matter of fact, if you think I'm great, pay attention. You will do greater things than me. All right. Ain't like that one. It's cool. In Mark chapter 5. Nope. Mark chapter 4. About verse 26 to 31. There's 12 dudes that have a problem. They're on the boat having a good time and a storm comes. And this carpenter dude is in the hinder part of the ship, sleeping. And here's what happened. Now, if you don't understand this here, it's called Mark's ironic vision. Okay? Mark set out to prove through his entire book, as you would call it, that the people who were supposed to know the Lord did not know him. They missed him. But the people who were supposed to miss him, they caught him. I'll prove it to you. They have a storm. And that sacred text says, and then the water came and capsized. It filled the burrow of the boat. And then they ran. First off, they waited way too long. Because I'm not waiting till I almost die to seek for help. But that's just me and my awareness. Okay. Now what they do is they say, hey, why don't you go ahead and help us? Don't you care that we perish? Okay. Oh yeah, little faith. Then watch this here, ladies and gentlemen. Then this regular dude speaks and says, water, stop all that there. Wind, go ahead and calm down. And then the text says, whoa. The dudes say, what manner of man is this? That even the wind and the water obey him. Now, Mark was saying, ain't no man doing stuff like that. But do you remember? Genesis chapter 1. Right around a few verses. God said, water move, and water moved. The only time ever that water respected voice was when God did it. So Mark says, ain't know what manner of man is this. That's God. Then Jesus turns right around and says, but you God too. Make sense to anybody? All right. Whole point here is, with your power of thought and a burning desire, you got God power. That is why you are a great manifester. That is why you create your own reality. And whether you put that in spirituality or you take it to quantum physics, Dr. Fred Allen Wolf says that consciousness creates reality. Leading quantum physicist. That reality cannot exist, this is his words, unless mind enters into it. One of the grandfathers of quantum physics, I'm out of religion now, let's go science. One of the grandfathers of quantum physics, Edwin Schrödinger went to discover what consciousness was because he realized consciousness creates reality. In summation, we're going to open up the Q&A. The only time ever water respected. Okay, all right. You're so silly. The in summation, you are a creator of everything. And this world out here is only created by your world up here because you have the power or the image, so you can have an imagination or imagination. because you were made in the image of the creative source. Two quotes by two powerful philosophers. Let's do Abraham Hicks first. Abraham Hicks says, hey, you love your toaster and the bread in it. You don't say, hey, toaster, when I plug you into the wall, I want you, electric source, to become the bread I eat. You don't try to mix it. Only in church or your understanding do you try to mix it. Instead, you say, great electricity, thank you for being the actual power that made my toast. Then she says, the toaster is just the extension of the electricity, like you are the toaster, an extension of source. Last one, very short. Bob Proctor says, if you hold it up here, you'll hold it right here. Let's open it up for questions. Let's see who's got something to say, and then I'll move on. Okay, Kara has a question. What is the difference between waking and dreaming state? Then, okay, ask your question out loud, Kara, so I get a better understanding of it.
So you said everything is fake and that our imagination creates it with desire and so forth. So what's the difference between the reality of your dream state and your waking state, or is there?
Fair question. Many people, actually, let me not even dumb it down. Anyone of great awareness has two things that I can tell you for sure. Anyone of great awareness, they don't eat meat. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm just telling you. I mean, super awareness. They don't eat meat. And they'll tell you when you're awake is when you're actually dreaming. When you're dreaming is when you're actually awake. In September 2014, I was getting ready to graduate with 2015. I was getting ready to graduate with my master's, and I got arrested as a case of mistaking identity. Okay, I looked like the guy because we both dark skinned, and at the time we had short hair, right? And it was nighttime, so I fit the description. I got arrested for a felony. It's not on my record. I don't have it. I would obviously beat the case because science doesn't lie. But watch this here. It took a year to beat that case, right? Tempest knows. It took a year for them to finally, because what they kept doing was resetting my case so I could get in trouble so they could put that charge on me. Okay? That's how the system works. At least here in Texas. Okay? Now, I told the officer, ma'am, I'm in a $3,000 suit. I graduated my master's in 2 months. Do it look like I just shot somebody? No, I'm dead serious. Think about this for a second. I'm dead serious. I'm in a $3,000 suit right now. I graduated my master's. Does it really look like I just shot somebody? But of course, they didn't listen, and boom, I got arrested. Now, Carol, this is for you. The opposing forces knew that I'm too positive to mess with. Knew I got Tempest, Grace, Shannon, Bryant, Deanna, Michelle, that they ain't gonna let me, hey, it's all right, you're good. But when I went to sleep, Carol, I would have dreams about losing my freedom. Watch this here. I would have dreams about how the system did me so bad and I got sentenced for life. I would have dreams every night for nearly a full year. I would have to actually drink brown liquor to make these dreams stop. It was that bad. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I'm being as transparent as possible. Being dead serious. Because the force, the opposite, understood it couldn't touch me when I was awake. But it can make me dream bad dreams. So when I woke up, I would stay in that vibration. I just helped somebody. I know I did. Mm-hmm. I would stay in that vibration. Some nights, Carol, I would call Tempest at 2, 3 in the morning, and it would take until about what time? Noon. It would take until noon, Carol, to get me out this vibration. First off, thank God for good friends. Okay, this is shout out that right now. In fact, can we just clap for Tim? Real talk. It was hard. It was.
Antonio,
yes, go ahead, Carol.
My question is, you have mentioned before that sometimes we get caught up in things because of the vibration that we're in.
Yep.
So if you attracted that or that attracted you,
yep,
you had to be in some sort of vibration before you even got mixed in it.
That's the best question you've asked so far. It's the best question asked of all. I was not in that vibration. I was in a vibration so high that in order for me to experience where I was going, I would become a millionaire, maybe, I don't know. I think when the case got dismissed, the next month I became a millionaire. I think it was something like that. That got to be about right. I got arrested in September 2015. It got dismissed in September 2016. Come October, it was over. That's about right. I was vibrating, Carol, at $1 million and a prosperous life so I could do what I wanted. But what The Secret left out of its movie is once you invoke the law of attraction, you automatically invoke the law of opposites.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to appreciate my life right now. Okay. I would have got cocky and said, look what I did.
Gotcha.
I had to lose everything so I can enjoy what I have now.
So you actually attracted it.
And all of you are attracting it. It may not be jail for you. You get it? But every time you go, right now, all of you have read the Burning Desire chapter. Hell is a-coming.
Okay.
It is. It's coming. And it has to. Because how can you enjoy a hot shower if you've never been in the mud?
Okay.
You get it? I got a new book coming out later, so it's not even pointing to plug the book, but I'll tell you what I just wrote in there. If you say, I want to go home and take a shower, implicitly hidden in there, you're also saying, I'm not at home and I don't feel like a hot shower would make me feel. You're living in the opposite. But in order to enjoy what you desire, you must endure the opposite.
So when they say I'm knee deep in,
yep,
it's okay.
That's right. Napoleon Hill says every failure comes with the equivalent opportunity for success. You cannot have massive success without first walking through a massive failure. Okay. It's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. And if you think so, if you confuse it, if you get weak, you will quit in the failure and never get to the burning desire. Okay, let me see. We never lose our demons. We only live. Yep, he's right. The ancient one. Yep. How would we know we are light? Okay, if we never emerge from the darkness. Fair enough. Go ahead, Grace.
Is this why when you see so many, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Is this why if you ever watch documentaries of basketball players who lived in the hood, and so LeBron James, for example, and they talk about how poor they were and how they kept going, and the way seemed dark, but I kept going, and then I made it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, but watch it though. They don't just make it; they overmake it. Yeah. Because they were in under poverty. LeBron James has the equivalent of success that he also has is equivalent of poverty. Napoleon Hill says that every failure, the problem with opportunity is that it comes disguised as failure. George S. Clason in Richest Man in Babylon says, opportunity is not kind to the procrastinator. Procrastination is poverty. Procrastination is indecision. Napoleon Hill says you can't have anything without making a decision. So if you don't make a decision, the universe says, yeah, don't make a decision. Here's more things to keep you confused or to keep you in fear. Take them all. Your wish is my command. Your wish is my command. That's how I have it on the movie. Right? Okay, you get it? I don't know. I've been impersonating voices since I was a kid. I have no idea why I can do it so well. But are you following this conversation? It is a complex conversation, but it seems like everybody is following it. There you go. I got it. When I go to the screen on the phone, it automatically meets me. Okay. All right. Let's get another question. Who has a question? No questions? There's a lot of notes you're taking. You got a question?
Speak not those things as though they were.
Yeah. Listen to it. Listen to the scene. Speak those things that are not as though they were. What's the end? Okay, watch this here. Let's read for you the thinking, I call it a thinking well statement, okay? At the very end of the statement he teaches you to write, it says, I will read this statement aloud twice daily. When I wake and before I sleep, I will see, feel, and believe this has already occurred. You get it? So when you speak those things that are not as though they were, you're thinking and growing rich. That's it. Or you're using your manifestation power. Or you're being Jesus in the boat. Or you're being Schrodinger's cat in the box. Any school of thought, take one, whichever one that you're willing to die for, they all say the same thing. Faith must happen in your head first blindly. And you have to see it so much that it happens to be seen in your hand. Let's go quantum physics real quick. I'm looking for Michael Tate. Okay. Michael Tate, I'm going to talk to you now. I have no idea why. He's got a question. I had no idea he had a question. What are your thoughts on spiritual bath rituals? I have no negative thoughts on spiritual bath rituals. Let me tell you why. I have no negative thoughts on Islam. I have no negative thoughts on spiritual baths, no negative thoughts on Christianity. No negative thoughts on Hindu. No negative thoughts on Sikhism, Mormonism, none of them. You know why? Because there aren't words. Words don't exist, right? Neither does spiritual baths. We made it up, correct? But what you have is decades, and in some situations, millennia. A millennia worth of energy going in that direction. Matter is simply energy collected over time. E equals MC squared. That matter is simply energy times the speed of light. You take away the energy, matter will lose weight. You take enough energy away, then matter will break down. You take more than that away, then that matter comes something completely different. The equivalent to what I told y'all yesterday. If you burn a 300-foot oak tree, Michael Tate, that oak tree is mostly empty because it's energy. It's mostly energy. You won't get a 300-foot pile of ashes. You get 300 feet, a 20-foot pound of ashes. The rest was energy. But since it released, it went off into the ash somewhere. Let's go back to spiritual baths. I respect it because there's a lot of great people putting a lot of positive energy on it. It just don't belong in my life because I don't do it. That is not to say something's wrong with it. I've mastered the law of allowing. I am perfectly fine letting BJ be BJ. I don't have to control BJ for me to get along with him. And neither do I have to have an opinion about spiritual baths, rituals, when it's not even something that's in my reality. I'm perfectly okay with it. This is what I'm okay with Muhammad. I am okay with Jesus. There are a lot of people who have died pushing great energy to these names. Even if I wanted to resist it, which would be stupid in this, like whatever you resist persists. It's so much energy in the name of Jesus, I ain't stopping it. They've been putting energy there before I got here. Energy in Muhammad before I got here. Am I lying? In Sikhism, they had 10 gurus, and the 11th one is the writings of all 10 gurus. I always mess up the name, so I just call it the 11 living guru. It's so much energy there. Sikh is the 6th largest religion in the world, and oldest religion in the world. Not largest, but oldest. It is so much energy in this book. I can talk about all I want to. They still gonna pray. That book's still gonna exist. I want you all to understand. That was a great question. I don't have to resist anything. Resisting something is my burning desire. If you resist, you took your burning desire off your dreams and put it on something you hate. Now, what are you going to get according to power of thought and burning desire? More of what you have your thought and your desire on. Every time y'all argue with people, you forfeit a dream. Write that down. Every time you resist something, you forfeit a dream. I am for food for every child. I am not against child hunger. My actions, and I'm one of the people, me and Tempest have been adopting children for how long? Since 2013. What's the company we use? Compassion. Me and Tempest use Compassionate International to adopt kids from India, Africa, and I'm always adopting, no offense, non-white kids. They're always something brown, tan, something. Stuff I don't even understand. Bangladesh, all that stuff. We do what we can. We are for sending $12 a month or whatever, $25 a month. It's something. We're for. We still do it. I mean, it still comes out of my account.
Right.
Yeah. It still comes out of my account. Yeah. We're for these kids. I think we got 4. We got 4 kids now. We're for these 4 kids going through 5-year-old to graduation of high school and whatever it is there. I'm not so much against it. I'm writing blogs about it and not sending my money. Any more questions? Okay, next phase. I want to borrow from Neil Donald Walsh. I love Neil Donald Walsh. I saw Phil, I believe, say he loves Neil Donald Walsh. Neil Donald Walsh is amazing. Okay, I don't care. It's my pastor. Neil Donald Walsh says that before there was nothing, all that is was. And he says it wanted to experience itself, but it couldn't, because all there was itself. All right, this is about to get very esoteric. Few people know this. Very up there. Yes, all there is all there was. In the beginning, all there is all there was. And all there is wanted to experience itself. In the beginning, all there is all there was. And all there is wanted to experience itself. Okay? Now watch this here. But it couldn't, because all there was is all there is. So it looked out and said, I want something to experience myself, but there was nothing out. Latin calls it ex nihilo, that God created the world out of nothing. Ex nihilo. Okay, that's Latin. The creative source looked out and said, man, I want to experience something, but there's nothing there. What can I do? I got it. I'll look within. Oh, I just walked y'all to something great. I don't even know if y'all know it yet. In fact, I'm going to come back to the story, but let me just fast forward this here, please. Most of y'all are looking out for what you want when it's within. Let's go back to all there was. In the beginning, all there is all there was, and all there was wanted to experience himself, but all there was all there is. And then all there is said, hey, I would like to experience myself, but let me go out. Oh, there is nothing out there, because all there is all there is. So all there is said, hey, I know what to do. Let me go within, and then I'll find life. And then all there is went within and exploded outwardly, so it could experience itself. Now, whether you want to call it the Big Bang, Genesis chapter 1, that's up to you. Mike's like, man, that sounds like the Big Bang, right? However you want to do it, that is up to you. You are grown. I am not here for a theological conversation. I'm here for a philosophical conversation of Think and Grow Rich. But all there is went within and then exploded outwardly. And then you are part of that outwardly explosion. Quantum physics calls it entanglement. Quantum physics says since the world was this big, it's like this big, the whole galaxy. You see my little hand there, like the little hole right there. Since the world was this big, but so dense, the whole galaxy. I'm sorry, I keep saying world. I apologize. The world is Earth. The galaxy was this big and so dense that it could collapse upon itself. Then it exploded. Big bang. But since entanglement says since everything started in one place, it's still connected. Since everything in the beginning was always one, it was only one thing and was only touching itself, then we're still all connected and we touch everything there is. There is no black. There is no white. There is human. There is life. There is a human race. Any other race is a bunch of BS that someone created to create lack. That's science. There's not a single scientist that would disagree with that. Not a single one. Maybe one in a deep South red city. Maybe one of them. But other than that, even red scientists will not disagree with that. Okay. Now, entanglement. We're all connected. Is everybody following that we're all connected? All right. We're all connected. Now watch this here. In the all connectedness, there's a scripture in that carpenter's book. Whatever you do unto the least of these, my brethren, you do also unto me. Why? Because we're all connected. Those 12 dudes again was saying, hey, man. Actually, at this time, it's 11. It's 11 dudes. It's 11 because one of them. Yeah, one of them went on the tree, you know what I'm saying, and hung himself. So it's 11 of them. Those 11 dudes was like, hey, sir. Well, they still connected. Okay. Hey, what you mean we left you hungry? Oh, man. Well, you did it. Well, you did it to the guy that was hungry and to the woman that had no clothes. James says, the book of James, you don't just tell them. He literally says this. He literally says what I'm about to say next. You don't say to someone hungry, let me pray for you. You feed them. He actually says this. This is actually in there. He actually says this. But, you know, we get on social media and do what Carol say, wish them well. Right? Okay. We're all connected. Because in the beginning, all there was is all there is. And all there is wanted to experience itself, but it looked out and saw nothing. So it looked within. Final thoughts, I'll open back up for Q&A. If what I said is true, if the creative source looked within for the solution of all its problems and then made you like it of the same substance, then why are you looking without to solve your problems? Let's talk about it. Who's got something to add or a question to ask? Brian had a question. Is segregation and racism? Yes. Segregation and racism is forfeiting dreams. Well, racism is forfeiting dreams. Segregation is not. Let's wait a moment for this, okay? There's a difference between segregation and racism. Polish, Mexicans, Italians, any culture on earth, they all live in communities. And they economically bounce their money around communities in order to gain prosperity. Your Bible went that way too. Dietary restrictions were set upon the Israelites so they can spend their own money with themselves. That's segregation. There's nothing wrong with segregation. This is going to make some of you uncomfortable. The next thing I'm about to say, there would be a sacred cow burnt. I'm only answering the question. It becomes racism when you won't let black people do it. I said it was going to burn some sacred cows, okay? Every other culture can, but in the society, there's a Chinatown, there's a town for every town. There's no black town. It's not designed that way, okay? The system won't allow such things because of the slave codes that happened in 1835. That if you have so many, well, you started with the doctrine of exclusion first, that blacks are excluded from the fruit of white labor. Then it went to the slave codes, etc. Not to make you uncomfortable, but just breaking down his question for you. Segregation is simply, let's come together and do group economics. Racism is that stuff I said that made you uncomfortable. Newton has a law. Forget your Bible. Forget your religion. Forget your common sense. Newton's third law of motion says every action has an opposite and equal reaction. So you can keep all your theology, philosophy, but we all know to be true that if you hit a pole at 70 miles per hour, that pole is then going to return the favor and hit you at 70 miles per hour. Okay, well, you know what? Let's not say poles. Clap your hands. And if you clap them hard enough, it's going to sting. Because when you put the two together at a certain miles per hour, the two hands hit you back with what you brought them with. It's Newton's third law of motion. Oprah, now we like Oprah, don't we? All right, I don't think anybody hates Oprah. Oprah says she lives her life by the third law of motion. She treats people well, so the opposite and equal reaction will be well. Oprah. That makes sense, don't it? Now, answering his question, if racism doesn't allow you to treat people well, at some point the rooster will come back to crow. It's science. Next question. Okay. We must be having some good stuff going on. All right. Now, there's 6 steps to your thinking wealth statement. It's what I call it. It's not what the book calls it. I just needed something to call it. I just posted them right there in the chat. There's your 6 steps. I read them rapidly. Fixing your mind the exact amount of money you desire. This must be exact and definite. Number 2, determine exactly what you intend to give up for what you desire. Number 3, establish a definite date for when you intend to possess the money you desire. Number 4, create a definite plan to carry out this plan. Begin at once, whether you are ready or not. Number 5, now write it out. Write the amount of money you intend to require and the time limit in which you intend to achieve it. State what you intend to give in return for your money and describe clearly the plan in which you intend to accumulate it. And finally, read your written statement aloud twice daily. Read it once before retiring at night and when you arise in the morning. As you read, see, feel, and believe yourself already in possession of money. Everybody got it? Now, would you like a bonus? All right, here we go. In chapter 3, we're going to talk about faith. I'm going to give you a lesson on faith right now. This is not the faith that you are accustomed to. If there's anyone who doesn't want to hear about faith, nod your head or something. I am scrolling through, and we will see. If you hear what I am about to say, I am about to shift your life. Let's talk about faith. Ladies and gentlemen, it takes zero faith. Write that down. It takes zero faith to win. Don't worry about it. I'll prove it in a second. It takes 100 billion% faith to decide to win. I can't see faces. I see tempers. Okay? It takes, okay, I got you. It takes 0% faith to quit. It takes 100 billion% faith to keep going. How many times did I put 100 billion in the act of winning? Nope. Decision. Twice. Everybody see it? Twice. Twice it takes faith. Everybody got it? I'll repeat it. It takes faith twice to do something. We're going to talk about it in chapter 3. I'm going to set it up. If you hear what I am about to say about faith, it will change your life forever. When you win, it will take zero faith. It would take every bit of faith you have in you, your ancestors and your ancestors' ancestors, to decide to win. Les Brown says, becoming a millionaire was easy. Deciding that he deserved to be a millionaire was hard. I'm trying to help somebody. You got me? All right. Faith, you only need faith twice. You just need it a whole lot and for a long time. You need faith when you decide that you want to win. And you need faith to keep going. You do not need faith to win. You do not need faith against your enemies in most circumstances. You do not need faith to quit. You need faith in two areas. To remember that you are God and to keep moving forward like you are. That is it. That is it. I'll prove it right now. We're going to do physics, Christian Bible, maybe even a little Islam, and philosophy. We'll do all of them. I hit everybody. The book of Malachi says, I'll open you up a window of heaven and pour you out a blessing that you won't have room enough to receive. You familiar with that, ain't you? Okay. Does it take faith to open up the window? Ain't your responsibility. Somebody, you should, boy, this whole time, y'all been trying to make money. What I just say? I wish I had somebody that actually need a couple of $1,000. Wish I had somebody that actually need a couple $1,000 in a few days. Ain't your job to open. You expect it. All right, so there you go. There you go. You got it. You don't need faith to open up the window. That's not your job. That's the creative source's job. You putting your energy where it don't belong. And the reason you can't get it, what you desire, because you trying to be the creative source, in which you are, but you're doing it in the wrong responsibility or role. Let's listen to the scripture again. I'll open you up a window of heaven and pour you out one blessing, one that you won't have room enough to receive. How many of you want a blessing that big? Okay, I have to raise my own hand. Okay, how many of you expect? Let's put it in prosperity talk. A blessing that big. All right, there we go. There we go. Now, watch this here. Break it down one more time. In the beginning, it says, when a man robbed God, all that stuff. Okay, wherever you rob me, all tithes and storehouse, bring meat into my house and make food for my house. Y'all know the scripture. You understand? You know. Now watch this here. But then when it comes to the blessing, I'm going to open up a window of heaven for you. So what is your responsibility in the process of the window being opening up? Stand under it is what Grace said. Woo! Okay, all right. Okay. Let me tell you why that makes me so happy. Yeah, let me see this fan. Let me get my church fan out. There you go. Fan me. Fan me with the church fan. Fan me with the church fan. All right. Fan me with the church fan. Let me tell you why that makes me so happy. Because it made prosperity simple. If it ain't raining, go find the rain. I'm trying to make this make sense to you. Please know these people were farmers. When the sky opened up, prosperity came down. This ain't no metaphor. He's talking about some serious rain and some serious harvest. Now, why am I with my broke little friends in drought places when Jerome done told me there's water over there? Napoleon Hill says, I think it's in step 3, determine what you willing to give up for your burning desire. Some of y'all won't give up your dusty friends. You won't give up your dusty situations. It's water over there. But you want to be right and not wet.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? This Think and Grow Rich. I am trying to get you in Think and Grow Rich mode. Okay? Think and Grow Rich mode says you don't need faith everywhere. You just need it in 2 good places. Deciding to go under the window. Right, we're going to keep this in context of finding the window with the water. That's all we're going to do. Decide you deserve the doggone window. But you know what we do? My mama ain't love me. So how they going to love me? I'm finna get real personal now. You know what? Black folk don't get the window. Only white people get the window. I'm entitled to the window. I'm going to protect the window. I'm not going to let nobody in the window, especially those folk. You know the real reason we got a problem with immigration? The real reason? It ain't got nothing to do with something economic. The real reason? Because the real reason is about power. The real reason is if you let folk in that need assistance, they're going to vote a certain way. It's the real reason. And you're missing that whether it's blue control or red control, it's still control. Same government, and Democrats and Republicans got the same 4 core values. We then squibble and squabble over what you call non-essentials, things that don't matter. Things that don't matter. You're missing is one government with one pocket, with one control, and you sitting here arguing. Why am I bringing this up? Am I trying to be mean? No. I'm trying to tell you, as long as you arguing over politics, you're not fighting for prosperity. I just told you earlier that every time you put your mind into some sort of negative argument, you forfeit a dream. Napoleon Hill says, use your power of thought. Be specific and have a definite purpose of it. And then have a burning desire. Now, how many of you been in an argument and all you wanted to do was prove your point? That's a burning desire, ladies and gentlemen. And you forfeited your dreams the whole time you was right. Timber say, you heard what I said, though. You forfeited your dreams the whole time. Every time you get on social media and beat up some Democrat or beat up some Republican, you've given up a dream. I am convinced the poorest place in the world is Facebook, viral Facebook comments. I was on a post this morning about how babies got to hear for the first time. And it was so beautiful. And then I said, wow, man, let me just see all these beautiful comments. And wouldn't you believe? It was folk had a problem with babies hearing for the first time. All them folk forfeited their dreams. They burnt at a desire so much they had to type. The more they type in negativity is the more they saying, dreams, here you go. I don't want you. You know another way you give up your dreams? I see everybody ain't gonna like this one. I'm telling y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I'm finna keep it real. Okay. Now I run this university. If you don't vibrate correctly, if you always negative, I will kick you out. Let me get all up in your face. Let me tell you something. Kick you out. Because Andrew trying to be something. People come up missing from this prosperous university all the time. I ain't playing. I will kick you out. I did it today. I did it last week. Where's such and such? I don't even know. I do know. I just ain't telling you. I'm just not finna forfeit my dreams gossiping with you. You understand? Now, I brought that up to say you gonna be right or you gonna be rich. It's up to you. But every time you burn at a desire to argue with someone else, you forfeit a dream. I don't care if it's your spouse. You can be man on man, woman on woman, man on woman, pig on pig. I don't care how you in relationship. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You ain't taking money out of my pocket. You can do whatever you want to do. But in relationship, how you treat people is how money will treat you. Money doesn't exist. Money's just a relationship. It's just a relationship with energy. And if you're rude to the waitress, money will be rude to you. I'm telling you straight up. So what you have to do is you process in your mind that you're going to have faith to say, I deserve this window. Everybody follow me so far? Now, when it's time to receive the blessings, if you under the window, it don't take no faith. You in overflow. Come on now. Y'all know it don't take no faith to be in overflow. It don't take no faith to be in overflow. You start spending for real. Like, come on, I'm going to swipe this card. I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Walmart lady. I know it's there. I ain't worried about you. Come on now. You understand. You understand. Oh, let me buy this book. I feel like I'm going to get this book because you know your money. Takes no faith. Takes no faith when you're doing well. No faith. Let me tell you something. I make so much money now, I got to pray differently. I have to pray differently. Well, when you're poor, you have a good prayer life. I don't know why y'all be shocked at stuff I say. I do this on stage in front of C-level executive. It don't matter. Less than seen it. Owner doesn't see it. I do me all the day long. I really do. Okay, I really do. I change it not. Okay, my faithfulness. Okay, when you were poor, when I was poor, I prayed for everything. Ooh, Lord, let me find the stapler. I can't find it. Please give it to me. Ooh, Lord, please let me do this. Come on, who know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Let me do this. Please, please, please give me the job here. Please give me this. Please, 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 please. But then when you do well, you stop praying, don't you? Come on. Don't act like you don't. Don't act like you don't. It is a human thing to be ungrateful. You have to practice gratitude. You have to practice gratitude. Right? Gratitude is a practice behavior. You must practice it. Now check this out. Now, think about having money. Remember, when you're poor, and I want everybody to hear this, when you're poor, you pray for things you need. Think about that. I could buy what I want. Why would I pray for what my resource is going to handle? Think about that. Process that real quick. Because you're going to get to this point. That's a problem. You have to go in, and I had to change my whole prayer life. Please don't let me get beside myself. I'm trying to help somebody. Please don't let me be the one you bless that start cursing others. Please don't let me be the arrogant celebrity. Can I please answer Jerome call when he called? Can you make sure I do that? Can you make sure I talk the law when he texts me? Can I show love to Andrew when he called? Can I stay the same around my team? Please. That's how I pray now. You get it? Now, so it takes no faith to be under the window. You're there. It's overflow. It takes character to stay under that window. Because you don't get to stay there forever because you're hogging the window. Your job is to go out and share the prosperity from the window to those who don't have prosperity. If you have an orange tree and you is prosperous, the way this universe is set up, if you try to eat all those oranges, you will die. You cannot consume prosperity. You can't. Watch this here. This is the universe way. If you try to eat 1,000 oranges, you will die. It's probably, you probably look it up. Orange toxicity. I know there's a carrot. I'm serious. There's a guy that died from drinking carrots. Orange, that's pretty acidic. It will turn your homeostasis, your blood acidic, and give you ulcers, and then you will bleed out slowly. It just will. Now, that's what people try to do. They try to get their wealth and then eat it all. The universe ain't set up that way. Then what they try to do, they get the orange tree, and they say things like, I'm not sharing this orange tree. And guess what happened? By the time they look up, all the oranges and rotted on them. So you can't save prosperity either. Well, I'm talking today. You can't eat prosperity. You can't eat it all. Why do you think I got the business university? I give you my prosperity. I give you my sales scripts. Because if I hold on to it, snatch, it's over. Get that back to me. If I go out and say, oh, I ain't sharing this at all, it's going to rot on me. So then we get clever. You know what we do? We get real clever and we create laws around what's free. You know it don't make no sense that you got to go to Walmart to buy free stuff. I need you to understand that oranges come out the ground for free. This is how big it is thing. I'm just telling you straight up. Oranges and grapes come out the ground at no charge. It don't make no sense that you buying stuff that come out the ground for free. But that's just the way the system works. Now watch this here. Then this is what we do with prosperity. We say, I got here first. I'm going to limit this tree. What we're going to do is only the people I like can get to this tree. Friend of mine, Shannon Clark, says that we want God to save the people we like. I'm going to quote you forever on that one. I promise you I am. That was so real. Then this is what we do. We limit it by creating laws. If that don't work, then we say, you know what? As long as you look like us, you can get to this tree. I ain't even talking about race. I'm just saying men can get to this tree. Or then we'll go even crazier. Tell you what, you need a permit to get to these apples. Going on down to the courthouse. I ain't lying. Try to start a business in the city. Going on down to the courthouse. Going on down there. Get your permit. Cost a fee. And then go ahead and come on back. And then if you pass all that, we'll give you one orange. Well, we're not gonna have you. We don't give you access to the tree. We're gonna pull you the one you applied for. You didn't apply for the tree. You applied for that orange right there on 3719 Winnie Street. That's the orange you applied for, sir. This orange. There you go. Look how good we are to you. That's what we did. All right. Then we do even crazier stuff with prosperity. We say, you know what? The tree going too fast. We don't need no new immigrants in our trees. No. No more. If you didn't get here when we got here, it's over. No more trees. No more. Now, although that was entertaining, if you treat prosperity that way, you're going to lose it. Period. Then you get the motivational speaker and you be upselling oranges. All right, look, I got this orange right here. But if you want the real orange, if you want the big ones up there, that'll be $15,000. Come on with me and get these oranges over here. You understand? You got to afford them though. But I love you. I believe you can make it. I believe you can make it though. That's it. And I give him my little tagline, and I collect money in the back for everybody who actually paid. That's every motivational speaker in the world. Okay. that unless you can't, we're not gonna say that. Now, so it doesn't take faith. It doesn't take faith to receive prosperity. I've already proved to you it takes faith to believe you deserve that window. That's where you exercise faith. Now watch this one here. Then, Daniel, when you're going on out there, you're all happy, and your family say, you know that's not going to work, right? Come on, I wish I had somebody. You know enemies don't bother you. I don't know why y'all think enemies are y'all problem. Enemies don't even have access to you. It's Cousin Pete. It's kinfolk. Kinfolk the one that don't want you making it. Because you done broke the kinfolk agreement. Kinfolk, we was cool. Why you gotta go be better? I liked it when I was better than you. I'm serious. I've seen mothers hate daughters for actually living their dreams. So it don't take faith to get the blessing. It takes faith to say you deserve it. And then it takes faith to keep going. When them dream killers show up, ladies and gentlemen, and they will show up, that's when you're going to have to exercise faith. Now, you're going to be so full, you're going to be like, woo-wee. When it first happens, you're going to need no faith. It's when you convince yourself it's smarter to quit. You've lost everything. Let me put you there. Let me put you there. I just lost my house trying to go get my PhD. My car repossessed. Actually, let me put you in a real example. I'm going to put you in a real example. A real example. 2011, I enrolled into school for the first time. As a grown man, as a freshman. Lost my car paying for college. Myself. Went got me a cash car. Cash car had no back windows. It was busted. Cost, I think, $800 I bought it for. I wouldn't get the back window fixed, so I wouldn't be driving down I-45 in Houston. If you don't know, it's just a road you never want to get caught on, ever, in Houston. Ever. 59, 290, just I-10. You know what? Just stay out of Houston. Just stay. Tipper say we full. Tipper says Houston is full. Stay out, okay? So I spent $1,200 on the back window. Now I can't afford the semester. Now I gotta go borrow to afford the semester. Now I'm double broke because now I got negative. Now in order to get gas, I gotta go into the ATM and go in overdraft. And I start living a lifestyle. As long as I'm $300 in overdraft, I'm straight. My check gonna cover it, and then I go back in overdraft again and keep going. Now I know somebody know what the struggle that I'm talking about. This is a real struggle, and it is common. When you say things like, long as I'm $300 overdraft, I'm straight. When they get the $4, it's a little hard to. But guess what? They got the $4. Had to go get me a title loan. We know them set up, ain't they? Them title loans them ain't even right. Them not even right. I pay off the title loan. Now it's sophomore year. Now I got problems at home. You coming home late. Your class is too late. The kids ain't going to sleep at the right time. You going to school 60 miles away. And you got to drive 60 miles back. That's 120 miles a day. We can't afford you going to school. I'm talking about me. Yes, we can. I promise you we can. Then the lights get cut off because I'm paying for school out of my pocket. and I'm paying $600 a week in gas. Now she gotta go stay with her mama. It's cool though. I'm strong. I've been through pain. It's cool. It's cool. Now I gotta go do something legal. Thank you, Lord, to get the lights back on. But there was a time. There was a time, long time ago, long time ago. Long time ago, okay? Long time ago. I got the lights back on, but I ain't got gas. True story. Tempest drove, how many miles was it at that time? Tempest drove 60 miles for a whole semester. Actually, hold on. Tempest picked me up an hour and a half away at 6 in the morning, had me to school by 8, waited around till 5 because I was taking 6 classes. I was taking 6 classes a semester. 6 classes. I was taking 16 to 17 hours a semester. 16 to 17 hours a semester. Good. Well, so if y'all say he's smart, I earned this. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, I earned every penny of this smartness. Then she wait till 7. We drive through traffic. She dropped me off by 8. Be at home by 10. Then I got back on my feet. I get back in the car. Then her car get repossessed. Tempest's car get repossessed. I'm telling you how we built this company. Tempest, you know what? We didn't tell this in the keynote. This need to be a keynote for real. Okay. Tempest's car get repossessed. She had a Honda with a nice little Bluetooth radio. She loved it. It got repossessed. Okay. Now watch this here. I go pick Tempest up now. 60 miles out the way. Go and do it in her reverse roads. Then my car, the engine blow out. One of the valves. One of the, you call it valves, right? The cylinders. Ain't that what you call it, Brian? Valves or something like that? Okay. Yeah, he's a mechanic guy. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Appreciate you. I don't know nothing about that. Then my car mess up. Now me nor Tempest got a car. You would think it's December in the semester. Nope. This September. Semester just started. Semester just started. Guess what I had to do? Make me a little money. And this is how you know you're struggling. When it costs legally. When it costs too much money to get your car fixed. So you buy another cash car. Come on, somebody help me up in this place. Couldn't get the car fixed. So I had to go buy another $1,500 car. You know that had problems too, didn't it? Oh, yeah. It was a great 2004 Focus. We get through the whole semester. Cool. We do it. We both Tim's in school too. We get through the whole semester. Day of finals. I am not joking. I go out to the car to start up. It don't even move. Gotta call my professor. This is where I needed faith. All that other stuff, that was just my hustle, my drive. I've been homeless before. Professor said, well, you know what? I don't do makeups. But Doc, you know who I am. I ain't never missed a day of class. You know how much I need this and what I represent. Come up here and talk about it with me then, and we'll see if I will schedule you. But if I do, I'm not even joking. But if I do, you can't get an A. I can only give you a D. I'm dead serious. I had an A in the class, got a D on the final, finished the class with a C. Killed my GPA. Got me? Now, semester's over, and I got time, and I'm saying, it ain't worth it. Going back to school, getting me divorced, getting all sorts. Come on now, I wish I had somebody really chasing your dreams and all this stuff happened. That's when I needed faith again. when it made more sense to quit than to keep going. That's when you need faith the second time, ladies and gentlemen. Not when it get hard. I was doing an internship with Lakewood Church, Joel Osteen. 40 hours a week I had to be there. 16 hours a semester, 40 hours a week for a whole 2 years. I was running on fumes, man. I don't even know how I got here. I don't know how I'm here today. And it made much more sense for me to just throw in the towel and go be some provider at Little Caesars. It would have been respectable. Putting my family first. But I had a burning desire to go get my degree. And I had been reading Think and Grow Rich for years now, and I understood where I was. I understood that I was on the battlefield, and I had not burnt my ships. So I burnt them. And at the risk of everything, my relationship, everything. Let me tell you something. Everything that I had in 2011, I don't have none of it. No, y'all listen to me very well. The only thing, well, that's right. The only thing that I have, she's right. Shannon's right. The only thing I have from my journey is a story and my kids. I lost everything. But you know why I lost everything? Because everything couldn't vibrate where I'm at now. The stuff in my life didn't vibrate at my burning desire. I didn't lose it, really. My burning desire was so gracious to me, it phased things out of my life that I wasn't brave enough to give up myself. I'm trying to help somebody here today. I'm on my closing thoughts. I'm on my closing thoughts. You understand what I'm saying? My burning desire was so kind to me. My burning desire said, hey, since you won't do it, don't worry. I got you. I'll let them go. And I went holding on to stuff God was trying to rip apart. How many of you know exactly the struggle I'm talking about? It takes faith. It takes faith to think you deserve the window. And then when it makes more sense to quit, it takes faith to keep going when logic tells you stop. It will not be easy. It's not. Because the road to prosperity is petty. It's real petty. The road to prosperity is petty. It don't like the wrong people on it. It don't like the wrong people on it. It'll push you off and see if you coming back. And every time you go off, it'll be like, no, stay away. You gotta fight for prosperity. It's your birthright, but we've been so conditioned to conform, it's not normal. It's not normal to see a homeless person at the store flip past some dollars and hand a 20. But prosperous people do it. And by prosperous, I don't mean rich. Because the kind-hearted people I know don't make half as much money as me and give all day long. I know poor folk, well, not poor. I know middle class, hardworking, $35,000 a year folk. They give more in tithes than millionaires. I've seen a millionaire. No, excuse me. I've seen a judge in Galveston get his car washed and don't leave a tip. And I saw old women that I know, old women I'm talking about with them heels that's not really heels. They're about this big, and they're kind of long. They call it kitten heels. Okay, I didn't even know that. I just learned something new. They ain't got no. They got peppermints in their purse. Baby, you're doing a good job. Here's a $20 tip. You know what kind of what I'm talking about? That fixed income, peppermints, but always leaving big tips. And they never got to worry about nothing. On your journey, you need to have a burning desire. And when it's time to quit, your burning desire must be greater than your obstacles ahead. I'm making this as simple as possible for you. This is chapter 2. We'll go a little bit deeper next week and then we'll move on. I'm letting you know as real as I possibly can that if your desire to win is not greater than your obstacles ahead, you will quit. And according to Napoleon Hill, you only quit 3 feet from goal. Ladies and gentlemen, every time you've ever quit, you forfeited a dream. Every time you've ever burned a desire to argue with someone, you forfeited a dream. Every time you didn't block someone that alters your mood, you forfeited a dream. Sometimes you got to unfollow people in real life. Not just on social media. In real life. So I challenge you. You need to get a real burning desire. One that you are willing to die for. If you're, I'm going to rub some of you wrong here, burning some sacred cows. If your dream is to start a business and you're still working your job, you're wrong. Some cows died in my background. You must let it go. Either write a definite plan to invest your way out your job. And on this date, I would leave my job. I would save 20% of my income by this date. And then I will go full-time with my job. Or you're going to have a backup plan. And hear me well. There is nothing about Think and Grow Rich that tells you have a backup plan. It says fix your mind on something definite, get on the battlefield and burn the ships. It didn't say burn all of them but one. It simply said no backup plans. Denzel Washington says it best. Ease is the enemy of progress. The easier you want it, the less progress you'll pull out forward. I challenge you for the rest of this week, write this challenge down. I will die for my burning desire. If you're one of the people that don't know, I want you to take your burning, if you're one of the people that don't know your burning desire, I want you to take a page out of Shannon Clark's book. How many years ago was that? 2 years now? 2 years ago. She didn't know what her burning desire was. So she created a burning desire to be open and receive all the universe wanted her to get. So she would be in the same place in her life the next year. So if you don't know what you want to be, I encourage you to burn, to be open. And when you do, when you find yourself there, you will have everything you want. My name is Antonio T. Smith Jr. You can plant better. You can dominate. All right, guys. Everybody's unmuted. You can say bye and stuff. Appreciate you. Good to see all of you.
Bye. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
You rock.
Bye-bye.
Awesome.
Like I'm on Zoom.